Hare Krishna. Dear devotees, today we have very nice opportunity to continue our regular classes on Srimad Bhagavad Gita. I'm very grateful sorry, Rupa Sanatana Prabhu is very graceful, merciful to us, and so we have a feeling so much gratitude. So he arranged this Zoom class. So today we will listen from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1, text 36. Papam eva shrayedasman Papam eva shrayedasman Hatvaita natatayinaha Hatvaita natatayinaha Tasmannarha vayam hantum Tasmannarha vayam hantum Dartarashtran sabandhavan Dartarashtran sabandhavan Svajanam hikatam hatva Svajanam hikatam hatva Sukhina syamamadava Sukhina syamamadava. Synonyms: Papam, vices, eva, certainly, Ashrayat, must come upon, Asman, us, Hatva, by killing, Etan, all these, Atatayana, aggressors, Tasmat, therefore, Na, never, Arha, deserving, Vayam, we, Hantum, to kill, Dartarashtran, the sons of Dhritarashtra, Sabandhavan, along with friends, Svajanam, kinsman, he, certainly, Katam, how, Hatva, by killing, Sukhina, happy, Syama, will we become, Madhava, O Krishna, husband of the goddess of fortune. Sin will overcome us if we slay such aggressors. Therefore it is not proper for us to kill the sons of Dhritarashtra and our friends. What should we gain, O Krishna, husband of the goddess of fortune? And how could we be happy by killing our own kinsmen? The purport. According to Vedic injunctions, there are 6 kinds of aggressors. 1. A poison giver. 2. One who sets fire to the house. 3. One who attacks with deadly weapons. 4. One who plunders riches. 5. One who occupies another's land. And 6. One who kidnaps a wife. Such aggressors are at once to be killed, and no sin is incurred by killing such aggressors. Such killing of aggressors is quite befitting any ordinary man, but Arjuna was not an ordinary man, an ordinary person. He was saintly by character, and therefore he wanted to deal with them in saintliness. This kind of saintliness, however, is not for a kshatriya. Although a responsible man in the administration of a state is required to be saintly, shouldn't be cowardly. For example, Lord Rama was saintly that people even now are anxious to live in the kingdom of Lord Rama, Ramaraja, but Lord Rama never showed any cowardice. Ravana was an aggressor against Rama because Ravana kidnapped Rama's wife, Sita, but Lord Rama gave him sufficient lessons unparalleled in the history of the world. In Arjuna's case, however, one should consider the special type of aggressors, namely his own grandfather, own teacher, friends, sons, grandsons, etc. Because of them, Arjuna thought that he should not take the severe steps necessary against ordinary aggressors. Besides that, saintly persons are advised to forgive. Such injunctions for saintly persons are more important than any political emergency. Arjuna considered that rather than kill his own kinsmen for political reasons. It would be better to forgive them on grounds of religion and saintly behavior. He did not therefore consider such killing profitable simply for the matter of temporary bodily happiness. After all, kingdoms and the pleasures derived therefrom are not permanent. So why should he risk his life and eternal salvation by killing his own kinsmen? Arjuna's addressing of Krishna as Madhava, or the husband of the goddess of fortune, is also significant in this connection. He wanted to point out to Krishna that as a husband of the goddess of fortune, he should not induce Arjuna to take up a matter which would ultimately bring about misfortune. Krishna, however, never brings misfortune to anyone, to say nothing of his devotees. Papamiva shrayedasman hatvaita natatayinah tasman arhavayam hantum dhartarashtran sabandhavan swajanam hi katham hatva sukhina syamamadava. Hare Krishna. So today we read from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1, text 36. As already stated in Shastras about aggressors, like Agnido Gradashchaiva Shastra Panir Dhanapaha Kshetra Darapahari Sad Ete Kyatatayana. In Dharma Shastra it is said, Vasishta Rishi, sage Vasishta said it, that one who poisons, one who attacks with weapons, the thief, the stealer of property, and the stealer of one's wife are considered aggressors. Yeah, and also in Manusmriti it is said that Atatayam nam ayantam hanyad eva vicharayan natatayi vadhe dosho hantur bhavati kaschana. So without consideration one should kill the aggressor, as there is no fault in killing them. So this is by scriptural injunctions. It is justified to kill 6 types of aggressors. This Krishna is telling to Arjuna, is according to Bhagavad Gita. And Arjuna is answering, having killed them, the sin caused by killing relatives will come to us who remain. Yeah, that means there are all types of sinful activities could be performed, which could be performed. They perform already. This Kauravas against Pandavas. But still Arjuna wants to forgive them. He doesn't want to kill them. Doesn't want to revenge. That means Artha Shastra. Artha Shastra means something weaker than Dharma Shastra. The statements of the Dharma Shastra is higher. And Dharma Shastra is saying, Ma himsyat sarvabhutani. Should not disturb any living entity. Do not afflict any living entity. So, that means it is said also, Artha Shastra tu balava Dharma Shastram iti stitihi. The rules of Dharma Shastras are stronger than those of Artha Shastra, as Yajnavalkya sage said. So that means some other instructions are higher, they are above some, we can say, mundane instructions. So therefore, it was necessary to kill Bhishma, but it was not sufficient for Dharma. It was sufficient for another reason. Like there are different types of targets, different types of goals. So if one wants to get artha or kama, then he should follow that. But if one want to get moksha, one want to develop proper consciousness, so he should not kill Bhishma. If one want to become dharmic, yes, become religious, he should not do it. So then sometimes devotees, they quarreling. Is it proper to fight, to participate in the war and to kill others? So according to Artha Shastra, yes, it's right, but according to Dharma Shastra, it's not right. Because Vaishnava will never kill others. So Arjuna was right. And even someone will say, but if Arjuna was Kshatriya, so yes, of course, if someone is Kshatriya, that is his duty, but not of everyone's. And actually, even Arjuna was a Kshatriya, but without getting instruction from his authority, Krishna, he could not do it. So therefore, he concludes this statement that later, when we said, Nacha Sreya Nupashyami, I don't see any benefit, anything auspicious in killing them. And therefore, because of the sin was already committed, because also we cannot even achieve physical happiness in this life, should not kill the sons of Dhritarashtra who are our relatives. And he said, we will enjoy the kingdom without our elders and friends. Well, actually it will bring the real sorrow. O Madhava. Then he gave this name to Krishna, O Madhava. Husband of Lakshmi, husband of auspiciousness. Why do you instigate this war devoid of auspiciousness? Why? Before, before also, how he wrote Krishna 35. Govinda, Madhusudana, yeah. I think we already got this, yes. Yes. Shloka, I think. Yeah. So let us read the next verse. Yadyapyate na pashyanti lobopahata chetasaha kulakshaya kritam dosham mitradrohe chapatakam katham nageyam asmabhi papadasman nivartitum kulakshaya kritam dosham prapasyad bir janardana. O Janardana, although these men, their hearts overtaken by greed, see no fault in killing one's family or quarreling with friends, why should we, who can see the crime in destroying our family, engage in these acts of sin? The purport. A Kshatriya is not supposed to refuse to battle or gamble when he is so invited by some rival party. Under such an obligation, Arjuna could not refuse to fight, because he had been challenged by the party of Duryodhana. In this connection, Arjuna considered that the other party might be blind to the effects of such a challenge. Arjuna, however, could see the evil consequences and could not accept the challenge. Obligation is actually binding when the effect is good, but when the effect is otherwise, then no one can be bound. Considering all these pros and cons, Arjuna decided not to fight. This is very important. Very important thing that about obligations. Sometimes we are attached to some kind of obligations which are not useful, which are not giving any benefit, but because we promised We are doing it. Maybe we promised to our relatives, we promised to someone. Some so-called leader we have promised to them, but actually, according to Shastra, if it is not beneficial, we should not follow it. Even we have promised it, but actually, if you already cut the relationship, so in such situation, we can be free from that. So it's not just whatever we promised, even it is very harmful to us, and it is not necessary according to Shastra, but we promised it something not auspicious. So why we should follow it? So this is how we can apply intelligence, by following Shastra, because sometimes we can be, like as we said, we can be, we can fall into this perplexion, yeah? Just, it will be very difficult to overcome this. So, just, I will read the next. Kulakshaye pranashyanti kuladharma sanatanaha dharmenashte kulam kritsnam madharmo bibhavatyuta. With the destruction of the dynasty, the eternal family tradition is vanquished, and thus the rest of the family becomes involved in irreligion. In the system of the Varnashrama institution, there are many principles of religious traditions to help members of the family grow properly and attain spiritual values. The elder members are responsible for such purifying process in the family, beginning from birth to death. But on the death of the elder members, such family traditions of purification may stop, and the remaining younger family members may develop religious habits and thereby lose their chance for spiritual salvation. Therefore, for no purpose should the elder members of the family be slain. So Arjuna gives a nice commentary here. So why should fight? It's not expected. So, and this is like dialogue. Baladev Vidyabhushana explains in his commentary, like that's Krishna is challenging Arjuna, like, but it is justified to take part in this war since they have already invoked it. The scriptures say that this is for Kshatriya. It's understood for Kshatriya that he should not reject either a game of dice or a fight if challenged. Like Yudhishthir Maharaj, he didn't refuse, he accepted the challenge. And he was playing, yes, of dice. And what happened? He lost everything. He lost kingdom, he lost his wife. Ahuto nanivarteta dyutat api ranadapi. Mahabharata said. Kshatriya, such a person, if someone challenged him, he never reject. He never refuse. So Arjuna answered this argument in 2 verses. Arjuna was very clever. If being motivated by greed, they are inclined to sinful acts. So without having greed, do not have the inclination to commit sin. So consciousness of attaining an agreeable result alone should be the motivation. So don't, even they challenge us, even we are Kshatriya, we have to accept it. But our motivation is the most important thing. Our motivation. Arjuna is right, actually. The agreeable result should not linked, he said, with undesirable results. That means something, we are doing something. But if the consequence is undesirable result, so we have to give up it. Even we have promised it to some authority. Yeah, but if it is non-auspicious, according to Shastra, we have to give up it. Give up this connection. Thus it is said, phalato pichayat karma nanarthe nanubhadyate kevala priti hetutva tadharma iti katyate. We have to perform dharma only out of affection, whose effect does not lead to evil. Very important. Sometimes people say, this is our dharma. But it's not like that. If some evil result will come as a consequence, that is not our dharma. Dharma means priti dharma. Dharma means dharma of love and compassion, love and cooperation. So like His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, he started this movement, but he never rejected other Vaishnavas, because this is Priti Dharma. Sometimes we are fighting among different organizations, different gurus like that. But our Dharma is Priti Dharma. That means we are never rejecting anyone. This is Dharma of love. Maybe sometimes teaching is different, but we are should have so much appreciation to each other. In Priti Dharma there is no, like we can say, no, we cannot like this rivalry should not, one should not develop any enviousness towards others. There is no envy. Yeah. So this is Priti Dharma. So Arjuna understand it. The Dharma means Priti Dharma. Dharma doesn't mean to destroy everything, to kill others like that. Now there are such Shruti statement as Shyenena bicharan yajeta. One who wants to curse others should perform Shyena sacrifice. This is in Shastra, it is there. The Brahmana who has Brahmanical power, Tejas, he can curse others. But still, the nature of Brahmana is Priti, love. Brahmana will never kill others. It is not proper for us to partake of this war because of its undesirable consequence, as it's case with Shyena sacrifice. The injunction of not refusing a challenge to fight relates to matter which do not bring about destruction of the family. So Arjuna is speaking. So, because that will bring about destruction of the family, so why we should follow it? That is not proper dharma. The proper dharma is Priti Dharma. Not like I'm raising the flag and I'm saying, oh, you are all kapati, you are all crooked people in our society. So I fight, I will criticize them. I will try to purify our society. It's not Priti Dharma, it's Apriti Dharma. Always we should think about cooperation, without enviousness, without criticizing others. And also, Arjuna is addressing Krishna here, Janardana. Janardana means like who can cause the suffering. So Arjuna is saying, you are Janardana, so you should cause the suffering. Like that. Not me. Because if I will cause the suffering, this looks like competition, rivalry. But you should cause the suffering because nobody can compete with you. You do not incur any sin. You are very pure. You are achyuta. You cannot fall down. So Arjuna is saying like that to Krishna. Janardana, who is giving troubles to people. So you are giving troubles to people, you can give it very nicely, better than me. And then this is understanding is also, the understanding of Arjuna is also correct here. Because it is said also in Shastra, Sarva Bhuta Suhrit Chanto Jnana Vijnana Nishchaya Paschyan Madatmakam Vishwam Navipadyeta Vai Punaha. In 11th canto it is said, one who is the kind of well-wisher of all living entities, who is peaceful and firmly fixed in knowledge and realizations, sees me within all things. Such a person never again falls down into the cycle of birth and death. So, and by seeing Krishna everywhere, one cannot commit any violence to others. So, and therefore we have to develop so much desire to know about Krishna, to learn, like to become TATTVA jigyasu, like Krishna explained to Uddhava. Uddhava was self-realized soul. Krishna explained to him. Jnana Vijnana Nishchaya. That means one should become totally fixed in Jnana and Vijnana. In Sanskrit we say Jnana is Vishesha Jnana, something more knowledge, therefore it is called Vijnana. Vishesha Jnana, special Jnana, special knowledge. And what is the real knowledge, real Jnana? When the knowledge will become mature, that will become Vijnana. And Jnana, what is it? Knowledge about the soul, which is different from body. Knowledge of difference between matter and conscious being. So, Dharma Shastra is based on that. So here, Arjuna, he rejects this opportunity to fight, even in spite of his Kshatriya duty, that as a Kshatriya he should follow this rule that he should never reject the challenge. So if somebody wants him to fight, he should fight. But Arjuna rejects. Why? Because he has jnana. Jnana or jnana. That is called, jnana means he understands the difference between the matter and conscious being. That's very important. But something is there more in Bhagavad Gita. Why Krishna will instruct Arjuna, you should fight? You should steal, you should fight. Still you should follow your duty. Because that was the part of devotional service. That is called Vijnana. When one will be able to understand what is his duty as a conscious being, that is Vijnana. So one just understands the difference between matter and conscious being. That's only jnana. But special knowledge, vijnana, mature knowledge, we can say, knowledge which is mature. When one understands what is his duty. So here it is said, Shukadeva Goswami is saying, this is in Bhagavad Gita it is saying, I recited, I quoted from 11th canto, it's Shukadeva Goswami. Bhagavan Krishna saying, yes. Who is kind well-wisher of all living beings. So still he remains the well-wisher of all living beings. In spite of killing Kauravas, he will remain the well-wisher. So how we can understand it? Sometimes it's difficult to understand. So what is the real daya? What is the real compassion is? What is the real welfare? The real welfare is to bring jiva to Krishna consciousness. That is the welfare. That is jiva doya. That is a compassion towards jiva. So put jiva in his svarupa, in his constitutional position. And if one is having the vijnana, the science of Krishna consciousness, what he sees, it is said, Thavara jangama dekke na dekke tara murti sarvatra hoye nija ishta devaspurti. He is seeing movable or non-movable jivas, but he is not seeing outward feature. He is only seeing how Krishna is within them. Vidya vinaya sampanne brahmane gavihastini shunichaiva swapakicha pandita samadarshana. Samadarshana. He is Pandit, he is scholarly person who is seeing everything equally. Because he is seeing only Krishna's presence everywhere. He is Pandit, he is Jnani. And he knows Krishna is the enjoyer, supreme enjoyer, that he knows. Who has understood this tattva, this truth, that Krishna is the supreme enjoyer, he will never go for sense gratification at all. Because he knows that I have to give seva to Krishna, I have to give enjoyment to Krishna. Then what is the real renunciation? Vairagya, tyaga. When one rejects something, when he renounced. What is that? If someone knows Bhagavan Krishna, that he is all pervaded, everywhere, he is within everyone, everybody is depending on him, everybody is his servitor, sevaka, and so how one can go for sense gratification? That means somebody has son is earning money. That is also belongs to Bhagavan, but because the son also belongs to Bhagavan, the Supreme Lord. His son is giving to me money, saying some harsh words. So what I will do? Then I will become Vairagi. Why Vairagi? Why? So what does it mean? Everything belongs to him, so I should only serve to him, that's all. Son is not giving money to me, saying harsh words. So you're not giving anything to me, but son belongs to Krishna, what can I do? So that means I have no money, but I have Krishna. That is understanding. So where there is my own sense gratification, is there inside, so the word renunciation is applicable. Vairagya, otherwise no need vairagya. The person is already vairagi. So where there is a question of renunciation, there is no question of any enjoyment. One is giving all enjoyment to Krishna, there is no question of renunciation at all. So this is a tattva. One must go for inquiring this tattva. So what this tattva is. Srila Bhaktivinoda Saraswati Thakur, everyone is saying this. Everything must be used for Krishna's pleasures. Very simple. Everything. And then Sripati Maharaj, when he gave this class, he said, yes, of course, I accept it. Everything belongs to Krishna, but some reason is there why it is not entering into ear. Into my heart, it is not entering. Some block is there. So where from this blocking is coming, he said? From bad association, asatsanga. As I already said, if we promise something to others, and this, whatever we promised, the result will be non-auspicious, will be harmful. So we are not obliged to follow this promise. According to Shastra, we can give it up. Whatever we spoken, or also whatever we listened before, some sounds, we have to purify our consciousness from that. But the same thing, if we listen, if we get bad association, we listen others who is against our duty, against our consciousness, against spiritual consciousness, against Krishna, and that is coming into our ear, then we cannot listen, the spiritual sound cannot come inside. So we depend on what we are listening and what we are speaking. That is called Sangha, association. So asat sangha, that means non-auspicious association, bad association. That means when people saying you are an enjoyer, you have to give enjoyment, you have to get enjoyment. The goal of your life is to enjoy, to take pleasure from your body, from your mind. But actually it's unnecessarily wasting your time. When you will enjoy? When time will come, because you always have so many duties, so much work, you have no time to enjoy actually. And if anyone saying, so now time came, you have to go for your enjoyment, that is called asatsanga. Why? Because you will develop doubts and fear immediately. The moment you are thinking, I am enjoyer, I have to enjoy, immediately you have fear. Maybe this enjoyment will be finished. So, and somebody will say to you, get up at 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Oh, I will become sick. No, it's very dangerous. Give up meat eating. No, it's very dangerous. Yeah. That is called asatsanga. Asatsanga means bad association. When some other sounds coming into our ears, and these sounds will bring non-auspicious result. And Vaishnava, it means asatsanga tyaga Vaishnava achar. So that means Vaishnava is giving up asatsanga. You have only satsanga, the proper, we can say auspicious association, connection, affection. Yeah, that means connection with Bhagavan. It is said that if someone has seen Bhagavan, he will not desire to remain here in this nasty place, in this material world. He will not like to remain here. And Narottam Das Thakur, he is singing, Kenova achay pranaki sukhapaya. Narottama Dasa, yeah, Nagilo Moria. He said, why I still live in this world? Why I still living in this world? Why I still here? I'm existing, I'm breathing, I'm eating, sleeping. Because so nice Vaishnavas and so Gauranga Mahaprabhu and his associates, they already left this world. So why I still here? This is cry of Vaishnava. But he is crying, but he is not dying. Why? Because here he has duty. He has service to Krishna, Krishna's seva. So he still performs his duties, but he is not attached. That means his consciousness is pure, non-disturbed, never disturbed, undisturbed. If something happened, he remained peaceful. Even he lose his job, still he think, oh, this is Krishna's mercy. He is not agitated, not being agitated by that. So what happiness is here? Why are you remaining here? If we are not knowing tattva, the truth, and serving to Krishna, so therefore Bhagavan Krishna is saying, it's important, he's saying to Arjuna, the next, maybe the 4th chapter, yeah, Tadvidhi pranipate na pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattva darshinaha. That means upadekshanti te jnanam. He will give you jnana. You just go to such a person, he will give you jnana. What type of jnana? The true is, that means vijnana actually here, the meaning is special jnana. That I am sevaka, I am servitor, and Krishna is sevya, he is the object of my service. And no other truth is there. And what is Tattvaveta Guru is doing, the real Guru, is bringing others to that condition. That is Guru's business, to bring us here to this understanding. So, because otherwise we can do everything. We can do any type of service, we can build temples, we can distribute books, everything. But if we don't have such Vishesha Jnana, that I am servitor, I am servant of Krishna, so that is for his pleasure, the result will be also non-auspicious. Also will be non-auspicious result. One day we will stop this service. So everything belongs to Krishna, nothing belongs to me. That we have to realize. Even we collect so much money, even we're doing so many things. So, if we are not inquiring about tattva, if we are not becoming tattva jigyasu, if we are not asking about truth, very easily Maya will catch us. How Maya will catch us? So, that is like trump card, you know? There is a trump card. Those who are playing cards, they know about trump card. Now we know only about trump, but there is trump card, or we can say bridge. No one can win if you put the trump card. So if you put the trump card, then you are winner. So Maya is having trump card. What is it? You are pure devotee. So many are running after you. You are pure devotee. So that means you are already perfect. Already perfect. You're a disciple of such and such a person, such and such a guru. And you're already old and you have so much experience in seva. So it means you are a very pure devotee. Shpashtanchan Maharaj is called this PDD, pure devotee disease. That means when the moment I think that I'm pure devotee, then I am caught by Maya. Why I will go to listen to class of others? Because I am pure devotee, I will speak to everyone. Everyone will listen to me. What is the need to listen? Class from others. Up to which limit one is listening? That time Shri Prabhu asked me on the class. He asked me, up to which limit one is listening? So I answered that. I said, as I remember, still until one will satisfy, but still Gurudev said that disciple will never be satisfied. That means one will listen always. And Sripad Sanchan Maharaj said, that's true, but when one will get perfection siddhi, and when he will go to the abode of Krishna, when he will start serving there, up to that one should listen. So, that is a full answer. Because in Krishna Seva there is no Maya. Maya cannot enter into Krishna Seva. And there, in Krishna's abode, we can freely serve Krishna. Here are some obstacles, impediments, maybe here, but in Krishna Seva there is no obstacles, no impediment. So now Krishna is going back to his abode and he is not taking Uddhava with him. And Uddhava is inquiring on TATTVA. So that is, in 11th canto the situation is there. And Uddhava is asking about TATTVA. And the TATTVA is to understand who is Adokshaja. Yes, who is beyond all material senses. So, we devotees have to discuss about Adokshaja, who is beyond our senses. One Srila Bhaktivinoda Saraswati Thakur said, this is a dangerous situation for human beings. If a human being is not inquiring about Adhokshaja Vastu, Bhagavan, is not inquiring about the truth beyond the material conception, he is in very dangerous situation. And why no discussion about Adhokshaja is going on? What is the reason? It is said. What is Adhokshaja means? Adha kritam akshajam indriya jnanam yena sa adhokshaja. That means Bhagavan is not limited by knowledge. Vishesha jnana. What does it mean Vishesha jnana? Why it is said? Vijnana. Jnana means just knowledge. I can get knowledge about the Supreme Lord, I can get knowledge about what is bhakti, okay. I'm doing service. My duty is there like that. But Bhagavan is not limited by our knowledge. Even Shastra is not relevant, we can say weapon, is not relevant to understand everything about Bhagavan. Shastra is just giving direction. Shastra just indicates, but Shastra cannot answer all our questions because the scriptures is done for us only to bring us on this platform. Shastra is just bringing us on that platform, Brahma Bhuta, where we can serve to Krishna freely. That's all. But does not give all answers. Many answers will come in our heart. We will receive these answers in our heart, inside us, within our heart. Not just only by mind, but also by heart, when we are doing Krishna service. Because he is Adokshaja. Even our words cannot describe him. He is beyond limits. He is so powerful, this Krishna, Bhagavan Krishna. So the moment we will be able to know about Adokshaja Vastu, then we should do seva, we should do service to Krishna. So, and that is called bhakti. And we are not able to do service because we have no knowledge about Adokshaja Vastu. Therefore, we have always listened Krishna Katha, always listen about Krishna. Not only just doing service, distributing books, opening temples, doing many things in our society is very nice. But we should listen. Because without listening, we don't have any desire to serve. That will be like material activity. And this is a duty of Guru, Vaishnava to give this knowledge. And that is knowledge is Divya Jnana. And Divya Jnana, when we can receive, that is Sambandha Jnana, and our relationship with Krishna, it been established through initiation process, Diksha. But sometimes, not only sometimes, we are taking initiation, but we are not accepting Divya Jnana or Vikshesha Jnana. Bhaktivedanta Saraswati is called it Abhinaya. Abhinaya means like just acting. So one becomes initiated, but is just like one type of acting. In drama, he is actor. Abhinaya. Someone becoming king by acting. Similarly, by acting we became bhakta, devotee, dikshita, initiated disciple. And Bhagavan is not in our heart. What's the problem? That is also not Vedic consideration. It is not anti-Vedantic consideration. Because we don't go to Bhagavan, we don't see Bhagavan, we have so many doubts, but we mechanically just doing seva. So that is called like we should get darshan. Darshan means we are able to see Adokshaya Vastu, and he is able to see us. We are able to see his beautiful form. When we are just chanting Hare Krishna, we close our eyes and we can see his form. When we close our eyes, then we can see. That means he is always with us. There are two types of darshana, Bhoga darshan and Rupa darshan. We can see himself as object of our enjoyment. Just we see in the altar is like a statue, like the form. And we can see also him as the object of our service, of our love. So, as I already said, Vaishnava Dharma is Priti Dharma, not Apriti Dharma. When we are developing love to Krishna, then we will only distribute love. We will inspire others. Vaishnava means to inspire. Yeah, Vaishnava gives inspiration to others. And he will cooperate with others because other devotees also are very dear to Krishna. And who is the most dear, the dearmost, is my Gurudev, who gave me this Vishesha Jnana, who gave me Krishna. So that is the meaning. And who has listened already, he can see, he can get the darshan. That is called Rupa darshan. He will get Rupa, the form, spiritual form. But who has not listened, just is doing, acting, that is called Bhoga darshan. So, one who has listened properly, one can see how Krishna is smiling. How Krishna is not standing here. How Krishna is resting here, very smiling, very nicely is resting here on the altar. And in my heart also he is sleeping and smiling. The Rupa Darshana. There is a story about Dasya. He in Orissa, he was from untouched family, Mlecha family, Chandala family, untouched, caste of untouched. That means he could not come to Jagannath temple. But he has so much devotion to Jagannath. His wife gave him rice and shak. Yes. She cooked, and when he saw the shak and he saw Jagannath, that means it was like shak. Shak is green, yeah, and also in like eyes, two bowls of rice, 1, 2. It looks like Jagannath. If you remember how Jagannath looks like, it is like that. So, and when he looked at his plate and he see, oh, Jagannath face is here. He thought, oh, Jagannath gave me a very nice darshan in my plate. So he could not take this rice. Because Jagannath was in his eyes. He could not, how he could take this rice? Because this is Jagannath's face. He started crying. So immediately wife understood. She mixed everything so then he could take. And but he was untouchable. That means he could not approach, he could not come closer to Brahmanas. He was just listening on the distance how Brahmanas were reciting Srimad Bhagavatam. But he developed so much devotion to Jagannath. Immediately that form appeared. That form will appear before us if we have devotion towards him. And every moment we can see him. So, Arjuna here is saying, I cannot fight because of Dharma Shastra. And Artha Shastra is saying, you should not fight. But Dharma Shastra is saying, na himsyat, you should not give violence, commit violence to anyone. But still, there is some Dharma above, some other Dharma is above. This is devotional service, bhakti. And when Krishna said to Arjuna, still you have to fight, but not because of Dharma, because they are aggressors, but because of that is Krishna's plan. So and Arjuna, when he was fighting, he was seeing Krishna. He was seeing how Krishna is doing. Actually, that was Krishna's desire, that he was just fulfilling Krishna's desire. Therefore, this Kurukshetra battle is a special battle. It is studied by Vaishnavas in Mahabharata. This is just, not just a battle, it was sacrifice. Because Krishna was present there. So then from that we can understand. If every moment we can see a Dokshaja, who is beyond perception of our senses. But why a Dokshaja appeared, manifest his form before his eyes, the eyes of his devotees? Because he cannot hide up his beautiful form from his devotee. He already conquered by his devotee. So, I have already seen your beautiful form. You cannot hide yourself from my eyes. Like devotee told to Bhagavan. Yeah. You are not mere made out of a stone statue. You are the son of Nanda Maharaj. So this is the relationship between Bhagavan and Bhakta, and Guru gives this relationship, the knowledge to us. How one can develop relationship. One got the knowledge from Guru that Adokshaja was to Bhagavan Krishna or Vishnu, not having anything material. He is free from material, free from matter. No jada. Jada means material object. It's not there. Our body is material, our eyes is material, our sense is material, everything is material here. And according to material vision, Dharma Shastra is the most important. Na himsyat. We should not commit any violence to any others. So that means by reading Bhagavad Gita, we should not commit also any violence, even in our mind. But here, the situation is different also because Arjuna is the eternal associate of Krishna. And he got instruction. Actually, this Kurukshetra battle was not material. Nothing was material there because Krishna was present there. That also we have to understand. That jnana, that everything is not material, that everything belongs to Bhagavan, that jnana is given by Guru. Vishesha jnana or Svarupa jnana, giving by Guru. If we say that this statue, this murti on the altar is made by marble from Jaipur, that means we have no darshan. No Adokshaja darshan is there, we see only marble. Made out of marble, made out of a stone, made out of brass. What type of seva you will do? If your vision is wrong, how you will do seva? How can we say we are doing Bhagavan seva? It's not Bhagavan seva at all. So therefore, when one is coming to a guru, guru is giving this knowledge, this Swarupa Jnana. He is saying, Krishna is standing here, Krishna is waiting your service. So I will go and give some service. I give some milk to Krishna. So hot, so much hot today, hot weather, so I will smear Krishna's face with sandal. Sorry. This is not Bhoga Darshan, this is a real Rupa Darshan. And if I run away, then Maya's kingdom is there. Maya will say, I will give you so much enjoyment, just enjoy here. Maya will say like that. So what is Tattva Jigyasu? That means when one so much inquisitive, he wants to know the truth. One should know this truth. Who is Krishna? He is beyond our senses and we have to listen about him. But we see so much quarreling, so much misunderstanding going on. Even after Kurukshetra battle. But after Kurukshetra battle should not be any quarrel, actually. Because Krishna already gave all the knowledge. We should not repeat Kurukshetra again and again. But still, we are not able to see each other. My face is like that, his face is like that. Because we are not discussing about the Dokshaja. We are so much engaged in material activities. We are doing marriage and we divorce and that's again and it's going on. Because Adokshaja is not in the center of our life. If we talk about Krishna, Maya cannot get chance to enter. But we speak about politics, about news, what is happening in the world like that. About the war, about the petrol, about gas. There is no chance for Krishna, yeah. Maya can get chance to enter. Maya will give doubts to us, Maya will give fear to us, everything. But if we speak about the Dokshaja Vastu, Maya is just looking for a chance, but Maya cannot. No chance for Maya to enter into our mind, into our heart. So when I am serving to Bhagavan, I feel so nice. How can Maya enter? No chance, because Bhagavan is in the center. When we leave Bhagavan out, then Maya will enter. He will not appreciate me, I will not appreciate him. And I was staying with a room with another devotee, my god brother. 2 months maybe, and we were fighting. We were quarreling. Because he will not appreciate me, I will not appreciate him. Competitive mind. So I'm offering Bhoga to Krishna. You're offering different Bhoga. It is nice. You should do what I'm doing. Then he will say, no, you should do what I'm doing. Then they will fight to start. Fight will start. But if Krishna will be in center, what will happen? Oh, he is offering Bhoga to his deities. At the time he was completely absorbed. He was offering Bhoga to his deities. No question of finding faults. All problems are coming from finding faults. Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur said, as much as we can, we should discuss about the Dokshaja Vastu, so that Maya cannot enter there. And another thing will happen. Everyone will become subordinate to Bhagavan Krishna. If all will subordinate to Bhagavan Krishna, or will follow to Bhagavan Krishna, to whom I will catch, no one can. So why this Kurukshetra battle happened? Because they will not subordinate. Kauravas were not subordinate to Bhagavan Krishna. Therefore it is said so much draft condition is here now. Yeah? Because no discussion about the Dokshaja Bhagavan. So much draft condition, dry condition, so much desire, so much deficit of water. So deficit of other things is artificial, but deficit of Krishna is natural. He is Vishvambara. Yes. This Vishvambara, he will take care about everything, but we are saying, oh, we are so much politics, so much war, everything. And then we are discussing only this. That we become draft condition came in our heart, because soul is not satisfied. So many troubles. The spiritual system, spiritual society, Varnashrama system. Everyone be peaceful. Everyone can get what he need. How it is possible? Bhoktaram yagya tapasam, or say Ishavasimidam sarvam, yatkincha jagatyam jagatena tyaktena bundita magrida kasya svidhanam. Everything animate or inanimate that is within the universe is controlled and owned by the Lord. One should therefore accept only those things necessary for himself, which are set aside as his quota, and one should not accept other things, knowing well to whom they belong. So one will accept only whatever he needs for that day, that's all. That is, will be no Maya in society. One should not take others which is meant for others. That's very easy time. Earlier time, family man Grihastha, when he was going to honor prasadam, what he will say? Loudly he will declare, is there somebody who is hungry? If someone is hungry, please come and honor with me. Now it's not possible. That time, earlier time, was automatically spiritual socialism. But nowadays our acharyas, like Prabhupada also said, if rice bag will be on the road, the crow will come, animal will come, they will take something and go, but man will come, he will look over, no one is there, he will take all the bag to his home. Therefore, poverty in the society, but there should not be poverty. So we have so much money. Just give everything to Krishna. Become poor person in your heart. The necessity is there to know or to understand that He is the Supreme Lord. That is very important to us. Who will give us the information about Krishna? Mahaprabhu and Mahaprabhu's dear devotee. Krishna came in Kali Yuga as Mahaprabhu. Aradya Bhagavan Vrajesha Tanaya Tadhama Vrindavanam. So if you want to worship, you worship Nanda Maharaja's son, Krishna. Mahaprabhu is saying this. And dear devotee of Mahaprabhu is saying this. In order to know the signs of Krishna, we have to approach a learned person who knows about Krishna, who knows the signs. TATTVA tadvigyanartam saguru meva bigachet samit pani shrotriya brahmanishtam. That means what type of guru we should approach. Who has come under listening process. Brahmanishtam. He is totally fixed at the lotus feet of Krishna. So he has come through the listening process. He is fixed. Samit pani. You should go with a fire of wood. Pani. That means for fire sacrifice. Fire is needed for fire sacrifice. So that is important. But of course, when I came to my Gurudev, Gurudev was not doing yagya. But what type of fire is needed? I will offer my pride to Gurudev. As long as I have pride, I cannot understand that science. As long as I'm having that pride, I cannot understand this Krishna science. Not like my Gurudev spoke 4 shlokas, I will speak 40 shlokas. Pashtancha Maharaj explained to us this. So we go to Gurudev with some ingredients. So these ingredients will help to our Gurudev to serve Krishna. That means our desire. Whatever we have, our capabilities, our love, our bhakti. And when we are saying, oh, this is bad, this is good, we are just discussing about this material world. This is narrow-mindedness in our mind. I am Christian, you people are Hindu or Muslim. So what you are saying, I don't accept, I'm that, I'm this, you are that. This is narrow-minded consideration actually. When we will be able to listen Mahaprabhu, whatever Mahaprabhu said, all auspiciousness will come to us. Only with patience we have to listen attentively. Then everything will become auspicious. When we are doing something great, we are becoming very proud. You know, I have built one building here, I can start charitable dispenser, I will freely distribute the medicine. What happened? Next morning, the pride will come. Or I have built this temple, then the pride has come. I have done something nice, people glorifying me, I developed pride. When the pride will be developed, there will be no connection with Guru and Krishna. No relationship with Guru and Krishna. I became a great person, so now I'm considering what is sinful activities, what is pious activities, Papa Punya Vichar. I know. Now I'm a great person, so I'm Prabhu, I'm Lord. And they become Dasa, they are just servitors. They should serve me. That is based on Pratishta. Desire to have position. So these are all based on Pratishta desire. Therefore, those who are followers of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, they are saying whatever desire is there, whatever desire to get something material, and for that all the efforts, desire for enjoyment, and after enjoyment renunciation, these are all based on untruth, asad. Always changeable things, because it is under control of time. This is what kalakshobhya. Kalakshobhya means it is controlled by time. After long efforts, I could buy one ring, golden ring, costly golden ring. But when I was taking bath in the river, somewhere it fell down. So much lamentation, crying. Everything I lost. What you lost? Crying. One man was taking bath and he was crying. Hey, why are you crying? Somebody took my gamcha, turban, handkerchief. Oh, yeah? What does it cost? 2 rupees. 2 rupees, but I am crying so much. Sometimes people do like that. So this is foolishness. Like we can say, Bur Bhuva Swaha. 3 world. Wherever you go, your enjoyment is very temporary. Martya, earthly planetary systems. Patala, hellish planetary systems. Svarga, heavenly planetary systems. It's very, very temporary. Because object of our enjoyment will be changed, or I will be changed. This is changeable world. Changeable world. Changeable world, the changeable world will never give you peace and bliss. So therefore we go to that kingdom where there is no change at all. We follow the rule of this kingdom. So there is something above whatever Arjuna said. Arjuna was right. Something above is there. Like it said, Nahim Syat. You should not give disturbance to anyone. This is according to Dharma Shastra, Arjuna was right. But according to Bhakti Shastra, if we help others to develop Krishna consciousness, we can disturb them, we can agitate also. So therefore Prabhupada said, I got curse from parents of my disciples because I cannot stay any place long time. This is curse. I want to transmit this curse to my disciples also. He said, because, and I will be peacefully writing and translating, writing down new books. But still, Prabhupada left this world without completion. He could not complete his work, actually. He left in 1977, he finished only 13th chapter of 10th canto, that's all. And his disciples, they were continuing. But still it is not so brilliant like Prabhupada was doing, you can say. So this is the material world, very difficult. Sadhus coming here, they are taking the very heavy task to distribute Krishna consciousness here. Very difficult task. And in spite of any troubles, they are trying to do it. Even they give disturbance to others. People become agitated. But that is not himsa. Why? That is the real ahimsa. Because the motivation is the most important. That thing Arjuna said is very important. He said, they are fighting and they are aggressors. And I can kill them because Artha Shastra is saying like that. But still, if I give harm to them, I cannot. Because by Dharma rule, you should think about your motivation. But still, this motivation maybe is not the highest. In Krishna consciousness, the highest motivation is there. The real, not only just don't give violence to others, don't disturb others, but also give the highest benefit, Shreya. Think about their benefit. That means Krishna consciousness. Help them to develop Krishna consciousness. And for that reason, Krishna will advise Arjuna to fight. But I said this was exceptional case, very exceptional, because Krishna was present there in the Kurukshetra battle. But for us, we have to understand. Sometimes we lose hope, we feel despair, we don't know what to do. So better to give up everything, go to the forest, to the cave. But still, if inside our heart we can develop proper motivation, we can develop pretty love to Bhagavan, then for his pleasure we can again continue. And we can be free from our despair, we can be free from our fears, free from our doubts. That is possible. The hope is there. So by mercy of Guru we can again come to our duty and then again continue. So we can tolerate any crisis in such situation, any critical condition we can overcome. If our motivation is to please Krishna, that is the meaning here. Hare Krishna. Granth Haraj Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Jai Shri Radha Gopal Ju ki jai. Shri Radha Lalita Madhava ki jai. Shri Gaura Nitai ki jai. Jai Shri Gurudev ki jai. Samaveta Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Nitai Gaura Premanande. Hari Hari Bol. Thank you very much. Okay. Is there any questions or comments?